This is how you replace a defective video card cooling fan. Start by loosening and removing 3 small screws that secures the fan to the heat sink. For now, just cut the power supply wires from the board. We will reuse these wires later. Using a brush, remove any dirt sticking to the heat sink. Then loosen and remove the 4 bolts holding the heat sink to the board. Using a tissue paper, wipe off the used thermal paste from the back of the heat sink. The paste on the GPU must also be wiped off. Since the paste is conductive, be careful that none of it falls on any component of the board or it may cause problems later. Just to be sure, brush the board to get rid of stray paste and dirt. Align the replacement fan on top of the vacated space. Put a mark for each bolt hole of the fan. Next, carefully drill a hole through each mark on the heatsink. Then insert a plastic tie wrap through each hole. After that, the tie wraps should also be inserted through the bolt holes of the fan. Pull the tie wraps tight, to join the replacement fan and heat sink. When this is done, cut off the excess tail ends of the tie wraps. Before joining the heatsink and board, apply some thermal paste on the GPU. When reattaching the heatsink, don't tighten the screws too much. Let the tension springs take up most of the load to retain the heatsink. This will avoid damaging the GPU. Then, solder the wires with the 12 volts from the board. Lastly, use shrink wrap tube to cover the exposed conductors, to prevent any shorting when the repaired video card is in use.